Hi everybody, my name is Jessica Holyfield. I'm a professional dancer, professional dance choreographer, and dance educator based out of the southeast of the United States. And today, episode 2 is out. We got some highlights to look at, some battles to watch. I am here for it. What we're going to be reacting to today for this video is going to be from Wolflow. It'll be Beybislik versus Amy from 1 Million. So I'm sorry if I butchered the names. They don't have the English equivalents to it, so I've just had to sound it out. I'm very much looking forward to this. This is the first time I am seeing somebody from Wolflow battle, so it'll be really cool to see. And I don't think I've seen either of them battle before here. So this will be super cool. So let's go ahead and let's get into the reaction.
지금부터 두 에이스 댄서의 배틀을 시작합니다. You guys ready? Let's go, fight!
Let's go. Billie Eilish, let's go.
시작해야 되는데 갑자기 악수가 너무 하고 싶은 거예요. 저 너무 하고 싶으면 해야 되거든요. 뭐야? 이거 갑자기?
Oh, that's fun.
그때 집중이 확 됐죠.
Fun. Okay, strong start. I'm curious how she's gonna do against somebody from Wolflow because I've heard that they're really known for their battling. I like her choices, they're fun.
가상했다.
I wish this was a full frame, but they don't have that released yet, unfortunately. Okay, let's go.
조심해야 될 거야.
Ooh.
무서워요.
Oh, she's scared. You can't let it show. Woo! Oh my gosh!
저한테는 안 되죠.
우와. Whoa. Goodness. Both did very well. But goodness gracious, that was pretty good. Pretty good coming out of Wolflow. Coming in hot. Okay, let's go run it from the top. We're gonna run through it. Give us some thoughts. Here we go. Alright, so we start with Amy, right? For 1 mil. Here we go, 40 seconds on the clock. So I don't know if it's a, like, she did show she like shook her hand, sign of respect and everything. She was probably pretty nervous to go against her. I don't know who picked who. That was fun, really strong. So she did a really good job of hitting and enunciating, you know, and Billie Eilish, and then she really used her reverb to help there. That was nice. You know, once again, I know that this one is, they cut it the way that they wanted to, so there's a chance that my guess may be inaccurate based on just what I'm given, but I love that peel through. It's a little bit of a broken down snake into a little bit of some isolations there, which is nice. You know, I will say though, like, boo-doo-doo-doo, like, she's making really cool choices that I feel could have worked in her favor if she wasn't battling somebody like her, because her quality, which we'll get into, was disgusting. But I knew that since the crew previews, you know. And so what she was doing with this kind of, with her gliding, I really feel like her gliding, she could have really made that a little smoother. But it was funny. But yeah, I feel like it was more of just, she was just kind of stepping versus creating that kind of illusion. I think she could have dug into that groove a little bit more. This was, you know, this was fun, but I think she took a little too long. Ding, 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 versus just like 1, 2, 3. Like, I think she cut it in half and made more choices. Then she would have had a stronger set. Like, that was nice, you know, but also know too, like, this is some old school hip hop rock and bounce, which Wolflow is known for. So what she's doing is she's kind of testing the enemy's waters a little bit here, just like what I mentioned in other battles about knowing your opponent I will also heed caution though, whenever you're going to try to do a groove or you're trying to do a skill set that your opponent specializes in, you have to really own it better than them, which is really hard to do when that's not your skill set. So I don't know if she comes from that background. I know she was trying to do some top rocks, you know, and a lot of that, which could have worked. And unfortunately, of course, I didn't get to see all of it in this case, you know, but also when she melts, she kept like riding the groove a little too long, probably maybe a count, like not even like aggressively long, just enough that I feel like that really could have worked against her here. Because you have to look at if she was against other people that may not have had as strong of battles, she could have done significantly better. But you got to know you're going up against your opponent, and your opponent, a lot of times you don't get to choose, right? So I feel that in this case, I really like these choices, but she's kind of repeating how she's executing her chest. But I really like, you know, it's super cute. She's made some fun choices. So did she hold her own? Absolutely. So I don't want to say that. I really love what she's done, but now it's her turn. Also note too, she looks like she's mad scared at a very particular part, but I know that they provided context or whatever. Very intimidating when you're going up against somebody as veteran as her. Now I haven't seen her. This is my first time seeing her battle, period. There's a good chance that I may have seen her on another circuit or whatever. I have not seen her knowing that this is who she is, if that makes sense, you know? So it is her turn. That boom, boom, boom. Oh, was such a good start. But yeah, she was like, you know, when you have that kind of presence does affect the perception of what you're looking at too. Like, we're not going to sit here and negate that. You know what I mean? Because a battle's a battle. And what comes with it is not just the technique and not just the presence. It's how you present the technique, right? And how she's presenting it is, you're in my court, welcome. And that speaks volumes here, you know? I mean, just look at the choices that she's making, that she's turned and then she chooses on that bass how she wants to come out of it. So one thing that's beautiful about freestyle is that a lot of times you go with the flow of what technique you're doing, and then you let the music dictate how you come out of it. It's not just movement. It's a move that integrates into another move that integrates into another move. You know, there's a flow about it, and that's how I'm able to pick up on who's a choreographer or dancer that's freestyling or a freestyler that's choreographing. That's how you can tell the difference, which is why I've already said what I've said about Wolflow's crew. They're struggling the choreography round, because this is probably where I'm going to see them at their height, is when they battle. And it shows. I mean, just look at these choices. She's going around and she makes the choice with the foot, you know? That's not a choreography move that you would make. That freeze, that was, look at this right here. She goes up and then she twists it in. That was so good. Yes, I don't want to see, I mean, it's cool to see them, but I want to see this. Woo! Man, that just is like weight shift and she bleeds into it. Like, this is a good example of, yes, you can repeat a groove, but it needs to go somewhere. You can't just keep it stagnant. And I think that's another thing that you can look at whenever you see people do repetitive grooves. What are they doing with the groove? Are they keeping it the same? Does the music call for that? And are they making it the same just to eat up time, or are they making it to set up for something bigger? And this is an example of her setting up a groove until she's ready to move on. That's mad intimidating right there. Yeah, this is an example of, you know, like getting in somebody's face and being like, but also it's not a bluff. Do you know what I'm saying? Because we've seen some of the girls here, they do it, but they do it too much, so it looks like a bluff, and I'm calling your bluff. There's no bluff to be called here. This is fact. Does that make sense? And she is representing herself as such. And this other girl is totally following underneath that. Amy is really like, there's mad, you know, mad intimidating to go up against somebody like this. Whoa, just that boom. So when you notice here too, she's not executing as much technical elements as, let's say, Waxy was in her set, but you got to see how she's hitting her rock and her bounce is one of the very few that I've seen do it as authentically in this freestyle realm. Like, this for me, it looks like she thrives in battle culture, and this is her battling. You know, this is just her choices of throwing the arms. Just having that little, there's like many nuances of reverbs that are happening in this, and it's just, ooh, Billie Eilish, like, you know, like that little, you know, that was simple, but so effective, because she's like, I could do more, but I'm making this choice to do this here. And it's all in how you choose to approach it. That little nay-nay in the back, doom, 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 that was her choice. And look, Kirsten is eating it up. She was like, that is it. Wow. Okay. So if I were to make my choice between Beibisllik or Amy, I'm gonna have to get it over to Beibisllik for sure. That was that was just reeking in authenticity. It was so raw. It was playful in a, I could go and hit this harder, but you're not a strong enough opponent for me to do that, is how it came across. And ooh, that was so good. If Amy did that set, 2 other people that are, let's say, like more choreographers, so if she did it against somebody from Bebe, or if she did it from somebody, or if she did it against somebody else from 1 Million, and I know that's her crew she's with, or Lady Bounce, you know, or Deep and Dap, I really feel like she would have fared way better. But I think I would have to give it to Wolflow on this one, for sure. Yeah, that was brilliant. I loved that. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope this was helpful in some way. I hope you enjoyed it as much as I did. I am here for these battles. I am here for the culture. It is incredible just seeing just the wide range of the type of people that you get on this kind of show, and I just think it's brilliant that we get to celebrate that in this way. I will be continuing to do all of these as they come out, and I look forward to the discussions that we'll have, and I will check y'all later. Bye.